Okay, good morning. Welcome to.
MathyMath number 163.
It's 163, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was you're on a chapter studying quadratic equations, and you picked this one as your problem you wanted to work on. It just said find the roots of 2ix squared plus 2x plus 9i equals 0. I just forgot to write equals 0. Okay. So what's the approach on a problem like this?
Well, this section's about the quadratic formula, so my guess is that we're going to be using the quadratic formula here.
Okay, before diving into that, which is fine, we can use the quadratic formula. How about when you see a general quadratic equation?
For the quadratic formula?
No, just when you see it, I write down a general quadratic equation. What would your approach be to solving it?
Well, it would kind of depend on if the roots were like really big. Like if these numbers were really big, I'd probably use the quadratic formula. But if they were smallish, like around this, I could use factoring and completing the square.
Okay. Alright, so here, what makes you want to use quadratic formula here? Other than it's in the quadratic formula chapter.
I mean, we have i's, so factoring is not going to be much good here.
Okay. Alright, well let's see how it goes. What does the quadratic formula say?
So it says minus b, which is this, plus or minus the square root of b squared, minus 4ac.
Okay.
Well, that's minus 18 here, so it's 4 minus, or 4 plus 4 times 18.
Okay, why plus? I thought it was minus 4ac.
Because that's what it is, but the a and the c multiply together to produce something negative.
Why is that?
Because you have i's.
I's. Okay, you got an I squared. Okay.
So, and this is all over 4i.
Alright.
Well, let's see. So I can say it's minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 times 1 plus 18. Because we have a square now. So minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 19 over 4i.
Alright.
Then minus 2, or no, minus 1 plus or minus root 19 over 2i.
Okay. Interesting. All right, and usually what I think you're going to want to do is get the i's on the top, just like we don't like to leave square roots on the bottom. You don't have to, but how do you move that I on the top? I think it's a good exercise.
Well,
so let's give ourselves a little bit of room here. So we got minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 19 all over 2i.
so we can just multiply by a form of 1.
All right.
I over I.
Okay. And what does that turn our expression into?
So I think it goes minus I plus or minus I root 19 over 2. Over minus 2.
Over minus 2. Okay.
So then we could make this, we could move this around a bit more and say it's I over 2 plus or minus plus or minus minus I root 19 over 2.
Okay. And how does this expression simplify?
Well, so we don't need this here, I don't think, because when the minus goes through, it turns into a plus, and when the plus goes through, it stays minus.
Okay. So how does that simplify?
So it's I over 2 plus or minus I root 19 over 2.
Okay. So it's interesting, when you multiply plus or minus by minus, what do you get?
Plus or minus.
So you get plus or minus. So that's just a helpful understanding what that expression means. I mean, really what you get is minus or plus,
You get minus plus, yeah.
but it's the same. Okay. So it's basically I plus or minus the square root of I plus or minus I times the square root of 19 over 2. In other words, the roots of that equation are purely imaginary, which is interesting. Good work, man.